Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Broken Sword Director's Cut. Well, Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars Director's Cut. I am Classic Gamer, and last time we got through Marib, avoided Khan and escaped, went to Spain and met the Countess and that grouchy old gardener Lopez and got the chalice. Then we discovered what the chalice was used for. We found Don Carlos in Montfaucon Church and some biblical references as well, and now we're about to go back to Spain, and we will be going on to the end of this. Again, this will be a session, whereas the videos will be 15 minutes or so long, and then we'll continue. And then when we finish, I'll be starting probably tonight, Broken Sword 2, maybe trying to get through beyond Quadamonte, just to get past that bit. It's very long, that bit. But for now, let's go back to Spain.
Lopez, one man and his hose. Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobart, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
It's okay, I know the way.
Senor Stobart, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge, as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Madre de Dios! I had not thought of that. But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak to my lady of these.
Count on it. No. Look at this tissue.
Why?
I'd like your opinion on it.
Okay. It has some sort of oily deposit on it.
That's grease paint.
Oh, I wouldn't like that on my face. It stinks of solvent. Stray spark, and your head might blow up.
I don't think it's quite that flammable. No way. Maybe not. No way. No. Maybe not. So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the de Vasconcellos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
I love suits of armor. Who doesn't? I wasn't going to put on the armor, and I couldn't see anything else to do with it. It was just a little utility room with no exit. Unless you counted the window, and I didn't. It was a small mirror hanging over the sink. The Countess de Vasconcellos seemed a lot happier than the last time we met.
Senor Stobart, oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the knight secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
That... No way. Does this tissue mean anything to you?
Where is this line of questioning going?
Nowhere helpful. Maybe not. That is not a good idea. No way. That is not... There's still the mystery of the missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We know now they were innocent of the first crime. What if...
They did not take the children either. Then what happened to them?
The Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant. Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them and the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead, and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I fear so. The children are still here somewhere. If this is so, then it is small wonder that the de Vasconcellos are cursed.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcellos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city. There's something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians...
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest. I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
I borrowed your mirror. I hope you don't mind.
No, senor. If you think it will be of help.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, senor Stobart.
Okay, so we have to try and discover a few things about the de Vasconcellos family, and whether or not the children are actually here.
It was the driveway down to the main road. I didn't want to leave just yet, though.
So
Mausoleum, summer house. Easy mistake to make.
let's go and do what we need to do.
Down below the estate, I could see the sea stretching away. It was a beautiful sight, and looked a lot like the scene from the manuscript. There was a statue of a guy on top of the building. He looked like a knight with a spear and some sort of staff. I wasn't about to go clambering on rooftops if I didn't have to. It was a rod with a cone and a hook on the end. I guessed it was for snuffing out the big candle in the chandelier. It was too delicate to move. Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit. High up in the dome were windows. I guessed they might open them to make it less stuffy in there. Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again. The chess pieces had been removed, and the Bible returned to its resting place. The candles had been lit. The Countess's way of saying thanks to her ancestors, I guess. Now that it had given up its secret, the glass squares in the lectern were just decorative again. It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers.
So of course, we can't light the candle because the window's open, so do this. No,
Now what?
not that.
Feeling like an idiot. The tissue was pretty charred, but the grease paint had done most of the burning.
Try and get this bit done quickly, so we can move on and not have too long on this session. I will be doing a few videos from the original game with a few humorous bits that weren't in this.
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this. A complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key. The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. It was a smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle. The tissue was pretty charred, but the grease paint had done most. It was the Spanish Bible I borrowed from the mausoleum.
Okay, so let's go now, move on with this. And it's just coming up to the 15-minute mark, so I'm going to come back in a minute and I'm going to continue with the rest of the session. So I'll be right back.